All right, here we have the Samsung S23 Ultra. So let's check them out. So in the box, it pulls right off the phone. That's pretty neat. We got a little booklet here. The book has a cutout for the phone. And then in here, just a C2C charging cord and a SIM ejector tool. And then just a bunch of paperwork that you're not gonna look at. I might use the cord. And then in here, of course, we have a nice little pull up. Oh, look at that. There's a little piece of paper there to keep it nice and clean looking. And like a black one over the lid area. Comes right off. It's kind of sticky. Pretty nice. That's an interesting little package. I haven't seen an unboxing like that before. You can tell from the box that I have the green version for the phone. My brother-in-law has a black one and his is a black one on the box as well. So on this side we have the power button, volume button. Up top, just a little microphone or a speaker hole or something. And then on the bottom, SIM card, USB-C, one speaker, and of course, the S Pen. The S Pen is black, even though the phone is green. And there are teeny tiny stickers all over the phone. It's a very Samsung thing to do. You can see, wonder how much protection these little stickers actually provide. So it will stand up by itself. It's pretty nice. Obviously long gone are the days of the headphone jack. Let's just see. There is a SIM card tray. There's a spot there. I don't know if that's meant to hold a SD card or not. I'll have to look that up. There's like a little flat piece in the back where it does seem like it could hold an SD card. And obviously this one's very clearly the SIM. All right, so let me connect to Wi-Fi. I've been a Fold user for many years now. And if I was to go back to a normal phone, this would be the phone I would go to. This one's gonna be for my son, but if for some reason I didn't want to Fold anymore, this would be 100% the phone I would use. So this is going to use an eSIM, so you can get a QR code from your service provider. I'm going to try to transfer the SIM from another device. All right, so I had to log into T-Mobile. Now I'm going to transfer the phone number that I want to do it, and it's my son's phone number. To move to here, we get a verification code on the other phone. So now it tells me it verifies I have the right phone number after I get the SIM in there. Now it's taking me back to Samsung, and it's asking me if I want to add the T-Mobile eSIM. I'm adding. This is a significantly easier process with the Samsung device than something else. Like say when we did the Pixel 7 Pro, it was a lot more complicated than I had to actually contact T-Mobile and get them to give me a QR code. Still not super complicated, but not something you can do on your own. This one I just had to log into my T-Mobile account and then set it up. All right, so then I'm gonna restart. It should be working with my service provider information. And then I got a text on my main phone line, which is not this one, that the number's been transferred. So T-Mobile's not the best with security sometimes, but this is a good practice at least to let me know that things are going. I'm the owner of the account, of course, just let me know that things are transferring over, which is good. Keeps me abreast of the situation. So we're kind of right back into the thick of things here. Basically starting like a fresh new phone. All right, so we're not gonna transfer over. We're just gonna set it up like a brand new phone. So I'm gonna add the Wi-Fi again like I just did. So I'll put my Wi-Fi in. I'm not copying any apps over. We're gonna start fresh. All right, this is gonna be my son's phone, so I'm gonna let him sign in. All right, so now we'll set a fingerprint up. This is still the on display. It is better than previous incarnations, of course, but I really don't understand. Samsung has the Fold, which has it on the side, which is far superior to the on-screen setup, in my opinion. Not just my opinion, but in straight facts. The Razer phone originally had that on there, and then all the Folds that I've had have had it on the side, and it's fantastic. That's really the way this should go. All right, so we had to sign into our Samsung account, of course. T-Mobile nonsense. We're gonna go dark display. Of course. All right, and now we'll finish. There we go. So it does look good. Off to the side, we have the Google Discovery feed pre-installed. We have a bunch of Google stuff: Google Chrome, Gmail, Maps, YouTube Drive, Google TV, Meet, Photos, Wallet, Microsoft stuff, LinkedIn, Office, OneDrive, and Outlook. Samsung apps, AR Zone, Bixby, Galaxy Wearable, Messages, My Files, PinUp, Samsung Global Goals, Samsung Health, Samsung Members, Samsung TV Plus, Smart Things, and Smart Switch. The messages doesn't make any sense since they're defaulting already to the Google Messages, so I don't know why their messages are even on there anymore. Galaxy Wearable, I use the watch, but my son uses the Galaxy Beans, aka Live Buds or something like that, but they're the best in-ear headphones. Calculator, calendar, camera, clock. I love the Samsung calendar. I know some people complain that they're duplicating Google stuff, but I personally love the Samsung calendar. I think it's great. Game launcher, Galaxy Store contacts, all stuff that's fairly standard. I also really enjoy Samsung Notes. Spotify, Tips, and YouTube Music. We'll use both Spotify and YouTube Music, so I don't mind that being pre-installed. So we got the 512 gigabyte version. Right out of the bat, we're using 57 gigs, almost 58 gigs of storage. And we have the 12 gigabyte version for RAM. I'm currently using 6.5, but it's also downloading a bunch of updates. I'm sure there's going to be an update right out the box. No, it says update with the January 1st security patch. It's February 12th. This phone I don't think even comes out technically until next week, so I don't mind that. All right, in case for some reason you thought I didn't have it, we do have wireless charging, of course. And let's just do a little speed test action too. All right, so here is the speed test app. We are on my Wi-Fi, and I do have the Deco XE75, which is Wi-Fi 6E, and I have gigabit internet at my house, so we should get a pretty fast Wi-Fi score. So we're getting about 700, 800. It's pretty good. And again, 900 up here. So again, I do have Wi-Fi 6E router in here and gigabit Ethernet speed, but it's pretty good speeds. I think that's faster than I'm getting on my Fold, which is nice. All right, so let's turn off the internet and we should be on that 5G action. I am in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm in the basement of my house. So I would expect pretty good scores, but not necessarily amazing scores here. Well, that's pretty good right there. 400 down on T-Mobile. How about that? 500 down. All right. I'm digging that. Not this amazing upload speeds, but that's all right. And again, I'm in my basement. That's one of the fastest download speeds I think I've ever seen on T-Mobile. Nothing remotely amazing about the upload speeds, but passable, certainly. All right, let's get back on Wi-Fi, and we're gonna run ourselves a Geekbench test. So we are running the Geekbench test here, and I wanna, just for fun, let's just run one on my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 as well. I would expect a better score on the newer S23 Ultra, but we'll see. I have no complaints with my Z Fold 4. I think it's an excellent device. Although while I am unboxing this S23 Ultra, it is pretty cool and does make me kind of want it. I got it for my son, but I'm bigger than him and stronger than him, so I'll take it if I want it. I'll give him an old flip phone. That's what he needs. Well, it's a little small brain. He gets too distracted with these big fancy toys. He needs a less functional device. You get one of those Nokia phones where you play that snake game. I'll keep them occupied for hours. So I would assume Geekbench on the phone is similar to on a computer. Geekbench on the desktop, Windows desktop, CPU scores are from the regular Geekbench, and the compute will test the GPU. I think on the phone they're using the same chip, as opposed to, like, you know, on a phone you have a different graphics card normally, or on desktop you normally have a different graphics card. All right, so 1535 for the single core score, 4809 for the multi-core. So yeah, substantially better scores on the S23 than my Fold, which is, you know, to be expected in some sense. So let me run the GPU benchmark, and let's go ahead and run this guy. So on the S23, it's plowing through the GPU test. So 10,530 on the GPU test on the S23 Ultra. Let's see what we get on the old Fold. So yeah, just stomping it to the ground there. 10,530 versus 6,536. So pretty impressive. That does make me kind of want this phone. This is gonna be faster than my phone. I can't have the boy having a faster phone than me. It's crazy talk. All right, so yeah, looks pretty good. Big fan. Of course, we have the S Pen. When you pop it out, you get this little guy here. What I always like to use with this was screen select. So I would just take a picture, right? And it takes a screenshot, and then you can write on it. Change my color to red, of course. I would write, Tony sucks. And then I would text that to my friend, Tony, so he would know that he sucks. Oh, no. Pretty good. All right, yeah. So again, just fresh out the box. Big fan of it. I love this green color. I didn't know if I would like it, but I do. I love it. It's awesome. And I kind of want this phone. I got it for my son, but I thought nothing could tear me away from my Fold, but this kind of makes me want to check it out. Anyhow, we'll see what happens. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for checking me out.